Okay, so we're having a look at this tutorial for these two worksheets, which you can get off your Moodle page. So which of the following are equations? The easiest way to find out whether something's an equation or not is to see whether it has an equal sign in it. 3 of these ones have an equal sign in it, and obviously they're our answers. So A, E, and C. The other ones, okay, they're not equations, they're expressions. Okay, whenever you have something without an equal sign but it still has an operation, it's an expression. State whether each of the following equations is true or false. Alright, so all we're trying to find here is obviously we've got two sides of an equation and we want to see if this is actually balanced. So 3 times 5 is 15 and 7 plus 8 is also 15, which means that this equation is absolutely true. Okay, so the answer there would be true. Let's have a look at this one. 4a minus 5 equals 10. Now here, equals 10 minus a. And it's saying if a equals 3. So all we do is substitute. So 4 times a minus 5 equals 10 minus 5. So we've taken the a's out, okay, and we've put in the values of a itself, which is 3. Not sure what I'm doing here. There we go. So 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, minus 5 is 7. And 10 minus 3 is obviously also 7. So our equation here is also true. Okay, so let's have a look at C. 12 minus 4. Well, we know what 12 minus 4 is. 12 minus 4 is 8. And that equals 36 divided by 9 minus 5. So order of operations says that we have to do this first. 9 minus 5 is 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So 8 does not equal 9. So that means that one is false. Okay. This is another one where we have to substitute. So it says x equals 2. So our 7x turns into 7 times 2. And it says that y equals 8. So we substitute our y for the 8. So 7 times 2 is 14. And 8 plus 6 is also 14. So this one is also true. Okay, question 3. Write an equation for each of the following scenarios. So with this one, I often look at what's actually written in front of me. So in this case, it says the sum of 2 and n is 9. Now, it's really important to recognize the words in here. Sum means plus, so you know that there's going to have to be an addition sign somewhere in this sentence. Is your equal sign, okay? So the sum of 2 and n, okay? So we're summing 2 and n. So that's 2 plus n is, remember, is our equal sign, and 9 is our answer. So that would be the answer there that you're looking for. Remember, you don't have to solve anything with this one. You're just writing an equation, okay? Got to make sure you read the question properly. Kate is k years old, okay? 5 years ago, she was 18, okay? So Kate is k years old now, and 5 years ago she was 18. So if we get k and we take away 5, it's going to equal 18. Okay, and that's our answer. Once again, really important to read the question. We're writing an equation, we're not solving k. K obviously is going to be 23, but in saying that, it's just asking for an equation. Charlie earns W dollars per hour. During an 8-hour shift, he earns 136. So he's working for 8 hours and he's earning W dollars per hour. So simple as 8W equals 136. Okay. Remember, with algebra, we don't need to put in the time sign. Pens cost X dollars each and pencils cost Y dollars. 3 pens. So let's have a look at what our pens costed. X. So we'll write that down straight away. And 4 pencils. So plus 4Y okay, equals $9. Alright? Okay, for each of these equations, find the value of the missing number that would make it true. 17 plus something is 30. Alright, so 13. Something times 6 is 54. Alright, what times 6 is 54? Nine times 6 is 54, of course. And 7 equals 28 divided by something. Okay, 28 divided by something. And we've got 4. Okay, so all of those, very straightforward. Okay, very straightforward. I'd imagine that none of you have too much of a problem with that. If we come down to the next one, solve each of the following equations by inspection, it's exactly the same thing, except they've replaced the line with a pronumeral. So for our working out here, all we need is an A equals 5 plus something equals 9. A is going to equal 4. Okay, the next one, B. B is going to equal something here. B minus 2 equals 6. So what number, when you take away 2, equals 6? 8. Okay. 4 times C, okay, because that's what 4C is. Get ready here. 4 times something equals 32. Okay. What would that be? That would be 9. Okay. So C equals 9. Remember, we've got a vinculum here. And a vinculum means divide. So 18 divided by something equals 3. Alright, so we put our D down. D equals 6. Okay. 2 times E minus 4 equals 10. So we put our E down. So 2 times something, take away 4, is going to equal 10. Alright, so 2 times 7 equals 14. Take away 4, it equals 10. 35 equals 7, bracket F plus 4. Alright, so 7 times something will equal 35. Alright, so 7 times 5 equals 35. That means that F must equal 1. So, for each of the equation, find the result by applying the given operation to both sides. So, it gives you this operation here, this times 5. And it's saying apply it to each side of the equation. Very simple, these ones. 4 times 5 is 20. 8 times 5 is 40. And that's our answer, right there. Let's have a look here. B minus 3 equals 9. We need to minus 2 from both sides. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky because you've got minus 3 here. Whenever I look at algebra, I think of the numbers as dollars and the B's or the A's or something as something physical, something solid, something that you can see. So let's say here that the B stands for a backhoe. So a backhoe minus $3 equals $9. Now we have to take away $2. So B minus $3. So we take away the $2. If I owe someone $3 and I borrow another $2, I end up with owing that person $5. Okay. On the other side here, I have $9 and I'm taking away $2, so I end up with 7. Okay. Here, 12C equals 30, so we need to divide by 6. 6 goes into 12 2 times, so we end up with 2C. And 6 goes into 30 5 times. Okay, so having a look at this next one, we need to plus 1 to both sides. So with this one, it's quite easy. 9 plus 1 is obviously 10. So it changes to 10 plus D. And 16 will turn into 17. With our next one here, we need to minus 7. So this one's also a little bit tricky. Think about you've got $7 in the bank. You take out $7, you're left with no dollars. So all we're left with on that side is 4E. And obviously on this side it's 7, take 9, which is 12. Okay. Go down the bottom here, 5F minus 8 equals 12. We need to plus 8. In this situation, you owe $8 to your bank account. you make a deposit of $8 and you end up with just 5F being left over, and then you add the 8 to the 12, which gives us 20. Now this next question is very, very similar to this question. Okay, in this question we have to do the operation. In this question it's already been done for you. So in this question it gives you one question, okay, it gives you one equation, and then the second equation has had an operation applied to it. Okay, you need to find out what that operation is. Okay, the question says show that these pairs of equations are equivalent by stating the operation used. Okay, so the easiest way to find this out is have a look at the easiest side to determine what's happened. So in this case it's the right hand side. We've got a 16 and a 10. How does 16 become 10? Well, you take away 6. Okay, so have a look at the other side and just check that that's what they've done. Here we've got 8 plus A, and then it's turned into 2 plus A. So yes, they've taken away 6. So your answer for this question would be as simple as putting minus 6. Okay. For B, once again, we can have a look at the right hand side, and 15 is turned into 3. Okay, I can think of two options to turn 15 into 3. The first one would be to take away 12, and the second one would be to divide. Alright, divide by 3. Okay, now, sorry, to divide by 5. Now, it can't be both of these answers. We need to find which one it's going to be. So you need to look at the other side. Here we've got a times 5 and B equals 9. On this one, the times 5 has disappeared, okay, which means our minus 12 is out, and our answer for that is divide by 5. Okay. In the next one here, 7c minus 8 equals 6, and 7c minus 1 equals 13. So let's have a look at the right hand side, because once again it's the easiest one to see what's happened. 6 has turned into 13. Okay. Let's see if plus 7 is the answer. So 7c minus 8 has turned into 7c minus 1. Okay, and yes, plus 7 is the answer, because if I owe $8 to my bank account, and if I add $7 into my bank account, I will end up with only owing $1. So plus 7 there is the answer. Okay, and the final one, 2d plus 3 equals 7, 4d plus 6 equals 14. Let's have a look at the right hand side again. 7 has turned into 14. Well, it could be plus 7 or times by 2. Let's have a look at the left hand side. 2d is turned into 4d, so that's times by 2, and 3 is turned into 6, so that's been times by 2. So the answer there is times by 2. Okay.